Going back. Back and running. The sound effect sounds like a good level so far. Okay, let's see then if I start a new game. I hooked up my PS4 controller, so far it's working. Oh, for the love, she is still asleep. I don't know if I should voice it. Does she really not understand how important today is? Marple, can't eat another bite. It goes, but I can always find room for yummy candy. Mimble ribble. Wake up, please. What? When's it? Oh dear, good morning. We do not have time for good morning, Recette. Are you planning on spending the rest of your life dreaming of sweets? Today is the day we set for opening the store. Oh, we did? Oh yeah, we did. Meredith, of all the... Listen, go wash your face and make yourself presentable. And then join me downstairs in the storefront. Okay, I'll be right down. Everything on the screen is being shown. Yeah, that's good. This is the store. Hey, sorry, I kept you waiting. Okay, dear, let's open the shop right now. Capitalism, ho! Patience, Recette. It is a virtue you will need. We need to take care of a few matters before we open officially. Like what? Well, I somehow doubt that a store without anything to sell is going to attract all that much business. Oh yeah, we don't have anything to sell. So, what do we do? To start with, we need to establish a stock of items for the store. If we have nothing to sell, we cannot claim to be much of a shop. That's true. So where should we go to get stocked up? The best way, I think, would be to either visit town, market, or merchant's guild. We need to give our regards to the head of the guild regardless, so that should be probably our first shop. Ooh, that's the place run by the old guy, right? The guild operates as a wholesaler for local merchants, so if we stop by, we can purchase an initial stock. It would not hurt to go over to give our polite regards to the guild chief either, especially since the guild is the organization that allowed us to operate here in the first place. Okay, got it. Then let's go right now. When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door, currently located in the upper right-hand corner of the store. Oh, but I wanted to leave through the window like an action hero. To Eternity and Recette. Oh, okay. No jumping through windows. I think this is the book. You can usually save, but it seems I can't save. Okay, I made R1 my camera thing. It says button 4, but I changed it into R1 with the PS4 controller. It's much nicer moving with the controller than the WSAD keys. Okay, I think the only place we can go is the Merchant's Guild. So we'll go there. Hello! A girl and a fairy. You two are... Yes, you're Recette and that loan shark. While that is not, well, an incorrect assessment, could I ask you to refrain from calling me a loan shark? That's right, mister. She and I are partners, don't be mean. Forgive me, partner it is. So, how's the preparations for running that shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan on opening today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude for your help. Very good. You two know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know, and I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness, thank you. We appreciate your kindness, thank you very much. Not a problem at all. So, you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well, up to the counter then. Let's get you two shops sorted. This is our first time stocking up. Our funds are limited, so do not go completely overboard. I recommend purchasing no more than 10 items. Okay. So we can talk. We can learn what is guilds, what can I do here, about merchant levels, about the town, about unknown items, about fusion. Okay, I think I know most of the stuff is very self-explanatory. Was this the one where you can also go dungeon delving to get stuff and sell in your shop? Yeah, this is the one. Have you seen it before? Or played it? Right, so a guild is essentially a group of people of the same kind of business who cooperate with one another. Since the prices on items can vary from store to store, it's hard to do business if there isn't a base price between them, right? That's what the Merchants Guild is for. We manage wholesaling and keeping prices stable throughout the city. That's why we require every business who wants to do business around here register with the guild. Don't worry, your store is Recettear, or Recettear, however you pronounce it, is already in the books. It ain't all just paperwork and red tape though. Now you remember. You can pick up stock for your shop here, and you get access to a few other benefits too. We're here to help, so feel free to make use of us, okay? What can I do here? Here at the guild, you'll always be able to get goods for a sub price. Most of what we can get our hands on is practical stuff though. Weapons, armor, clothes, adventuring necessities, and the like. The town's main market, who we work with, is where you can get things like foodstuffs, books, and other assorted knickknacks. The really flashy and rare stuff is a bit out of our league. If you're a mind to get your mitts on that kind of stuff, you'll have to go dungeon stomping by yourself or buy it off a customer. Oh, we'll also buy off any excess stock you have. Mind, we won't buy low as a rule, so if you actually want to make an actual profit, you're better off selling to your customers. About merchant levels. We read some reviews, but that's it. Never seen much gameplay. Yeah. I have to really figure out on PC how I could get some kind of notice when I get a comment or that's nice on the PlayStation 4 that pops up. I know some people have that on PC, but I don't know how they set that up. I'll have to look into that sometime. Your merchant level is, well, your ability as a merchant. As it goes up, you'll figure out how to redecorate or even expand your store. Heck, you might even be able to convince me to let you have a look at some of our more premium items. So how do you raise your level? Simple. Buy, sell, trade. This is an art, and you learn it by doing. And about the town, this city's getting a bit famous for old ruins and, like that litter, the surrounding countryside. So we've been seeing a steady stream of adventurer types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off undiscovered treasures in the wilds, hunting for fat loot, they call it. Fat loot. Yeah, I need fat loot too. Well, I don't know what they see in chasing oversized loots, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure won't complain. Business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. I bet most of them will take to the city's biggest pub though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering types a little bit of liquid. Pleasure, even if I go in there for a little nip every now and then. You might be able to move the game capture all the way to the left and squeeze your Twitch chat next to it. Yeah, I'll have to look how to do that. So it's not showing up as full screen, huh? Because right now I'm playing in full screen, but it seems in OBS or whatever, maybe it's not showing up as full screen. I'm not sure why. I'll have to look into that. What's going on with it? We do get a few like that now and then on a pilgrimage or quest to find old holy relics. Praise be to the seekers and all that, of course. You might check the Adventurers Guild proper too. They're in charge of making sure the exploration efforts aren't a total bedlam. They even succeed sometimes. Oh, that's good to know. Now keep in mind that these places are only open at certain times. For example, that pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time though. Wait, if you are always open, how do you find time to visit that pub? Well, there's always time, apparently. For that matter, when do you go home? Little missy, if you had the kind of wife I do, you'd be at work or in the sauce at all hours too. Meredy, forget I asked. Okay, very random. About unknown items. Now, if you go dungeon diving, you'll find a lot of stuff which you won't be able to identify at first. In particular, I'll bet my head, you'll find a lot what are called commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers. At first, you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all that junk you keep finding in those places, but as your merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. That means you won't know what you're carrying till you leave. And about fusion, once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the guild hall. There is quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Remember, what you put in artifacts, what you get out of fusion. If you put some materials of, say, +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as the result. Keep an eye on what you are fusing too. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre things you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use, but your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn lots of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion. As you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. Okay, and what can we buy? A worn sword or a long sword? And we press square, we see the item description. The long sword has attack +14, which sounds better. Or there's the crafter knights, but we don't have enough money then now. Oh, I could have also gone with the magic staff. Should have checked everything that I could buy before just randomly picking a sword. No, I think we only have enough money to buy. We bought a really expensive sword, so now everything else is too expensive. The leather armor is too expensive. The armband. Defense +4. Shields. The shields are really expensive. The hats are expensive. Because I think in the upper left-hand corner, the 160 pix is the currency we have. I think all we could buy now is like an armband. Yeah. Okay. Leave. Right then, will that be all? Yep, this is perfect. We shall return to our stocks when our stocks run low again. I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra as a startup gift. Walnut bread! Yeah, thanks a bunch. Alright, little lady, give him your all. Capitalism, ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. Okay, back to the item shop. Very well, this time, it is time to give you a crash course on the basics of running an item shop. I thought just running. Well, Tyr did say to get 3 items or less. Okay, 2. 2 is less than 3. Okay, what do I do first? First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have goods out for people to see, we can hardly expect the customers to buy them after all. So I just need to get near these counters. Just so, once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in that spot by pressing the primary button. Primary button? You will understand when you try it, trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people perceive the store, so think carefully before you place something. Right. Now then, off to start. Why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters? Okay. So then we press X, and we can place the long sword in the window because it's very special. Recette, may I speak with you a moment? Sure, what is it? Those counters by the window, items you place there are visible to anyone passing by the street. As such, putting eye-catching items, the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything on those counters, is a core principle of running the shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. And what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Okay, I'll be careful. Yeah, I put our most expensive item in there, so I think that's okay. And then we can just put the wooden armband somewhere like there. And now we placed everything. Is she happy now? And how do I talk to her? Do I try going out? Because now oh no, I have the walnut bread too. I forgot. I thought I had everything. But I can place the walnut bread as well. Alright, that should do for displaying our wares. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb? Don't worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Right, oh. Okay, on the red stool. Well then, the items are in place, and now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. Okay, so to start with, I will lecture on the actual process of selling an item we have displayed. Yes, Professor. If the students do not listen, they do not get any credit. Right. Now then, when the customer enters, be sure to greet them with a nice big welcome. Welcome. Greet the customer helps them to feel comfortable and relaxed while in the store. Their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, a typical customer will find an item they want on our displays, and then they will come over to the counter to pay for it. Let me demonstrate. Could I get this, please? What they want will be the target in the window. You will also be able to see the name and base price. Pay close attention to the base price. Also, if you press button 3, you can view expanded information on the item in question. I love how they just say button 3 as if I remember what all the buttons are. Item details, but yeah, okay. I think I made that square. Consult the custom EXE program included with your Recettear if you wish to check or alter your button configuration, or Steam, apparently. Wait, button 3, custom EXE, focus reset. Your life is hard enough to control as it is. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Now then, next, you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you want to try and name a price higher than the base. Try naming a price, if you will. Oh, less? You likely notice that the base price serves as your default. To raise your offer, press up. Press up? Okay. Can I offer... You want to give me $1 million? Can I offer that much? 80,000% of... No, what's the most I can offer? Will you pay me... Can I end the game like a cheat? Just give me... 9,900... I don't know. That's in the thousands. Can you give me 9 million, please, for this sword? Yeah, it would have been nice if they replaced button 3 with whatever button you're bound to. Yeah, I would like that too. I know some games allow that, but... I mean, I suppose this game's a bit older, so it's probably not set up to work with the PS3 thing. So yeah, I'll ask for 999,999... $9,999,999 for a sword that normally costs 1,200. Do you think it'll work? I don't think so, but okay! Yes, very good. That is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, it is a sale, and you get a little bit of experience along with the money. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if a customer disagrees with the price, but not by so much that they want to storm out, then you can negotiate. Remember what I said earlier about comfort earlier? That is the key here. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. And suppose I'm not acting in good faith. So if they disagree, but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, you will lower your offer a little, and they will take it and give you a sale. Some customers may just be trying to sniff out a better price, when they are really willing to pay your initial price amount. Whether or not you risk testing that possibility is up to you. How long you can keep haggling, well, that depends on how regular a customer the person in question is. As we are starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long. 9,000% markup. What could go wrong? Nothing. It sounds great to me. But after customers begin to trust you a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put the theory into practice. Okay. Welcome. Could I get this, please? Ooh, okay, I pick a price, right? Needs to be higher than the base price. Up button. Okay, I should do something. I think maybe I can get away with 1,000 raise. 1,083% of the base price. Let's try it. At this level, you'll likely end up haggling a little. Alright then, now for the fine art of haggling. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower your price slowly. But as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. The idea is to deduce a customer's desired price and go from there. You say deduce the desired price, but how do I... A large number of stores sell at about 30% over the base price. It is not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you will make a lot of money, but you do not want to risk driving a customer away. Right then, so as a customer, I am haggling. Could you make it a little bit cheaper? Okay, gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap. They said like 30% over, but that's not much. Try like 1,800. This is technically cheaper, but it's still high. It would be up to the temperament of the customer as to whether or not to make a sale. Well, that covers just about everything. Now, let us put the entire lecture into practice at once. No, I think it was an okay price. If you can sell me an item, you will be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin. Okay, I suppose I should play it safe and not suggest ridiculous markups. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like this item, please. Steel sword? I didn't even know that we were selling this item. 4,000. 4,100. Yeah, we'll do that. Could you lower it a bit? I'll do 3,900 then. Yes, an excellent price. Thank you so much. Yeah, I sold a steel sword for 3,900. Excellent. Let us do that just one more time, just to be sure. Do I get the money? No, it seems this is just practice, and I'm not getting any money. I was wondering, we don't even have that item in our shop. Okay, I just start at 3,900 this time, because that seems to be the price that she's happy with. Thank you so much! Yay, I sold a steel sword! Expertly done. If you ever wish to practice with me again, simply ask me anytime we're in the shop. And that's it, essentially. How it goes. You are quite good for someone who has never done this before. Really? We still have a little bit of time left today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced. Oh, are you sure it'll be okay? Do not worry, as the saying goes, salesmanship is more of an art than it is a science. You learn as you go. Now then, I will open up, go on and sit at the counter. Okay. Learn through practice. Welcome, looking for something special? Now this will be in handy. Walnut bread. 130. Oh, come on now, you can certainly charge less than that. 120. I can't haggle too much really, that'll be fine. I think I should always go over 130% and then, or 30% over, and then reduce it till it's at 30%. Congratulations, you did well. I sold stuff. Me, Recette. I sold stuff like 2 people. Hey, Tear. I'm so happy. I did it. Tear, I did it. Papa, I did it. And that's how we started. Running an item shop. Are you wondering why we started running an item shop at all? Well, you need to explain that. You need to understand how Tear and I first met. Okay, it's flashing very weirdly. A tale of a fairy, a girl, and how to run an item shop. I suppose I can remove the cursor too, since I'm playing with the gamepad, so where my mouse is doesn't really matter. Let's see. Yep, the calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. The music reminds you something from Harvest Moon. Yeah. The game actually reminds me a lot of Harvest Moon and Rune Factory because you get to decorate the shop and dungeon stuff, so that's pretty cool. I don't get why he suddenly said, I'm gonna be a hero, and then took off without saying he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. Well, I shouldn't worry too much about him. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. I'll be okay too, even with the lone shark. What? Papa wouldn't knock? Who is that? Yes, who is it? There's nobody here. Oh, wait, what? At my feet. Good evening. You are Mademoiselle Recette Lemongrass. Lemongrass, that's a weird last name. Miss Fairy, pardon me, but I am the one asking questions. Again, you are Recette Lemongrass. Yes, I'm Recette. My name is Tear, and I'm an agent of Term Finance Company. Finance Company? I am here to collect payment on a loan paid out to your father. Here is the contract and my identification. Loan repayment? In plainer terms, I'm here to get our money back. If you are incapable of facilitating repayment, this house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan. Facilitating collateral seize? What? But Papa isn't. He is not here. Yes, I see that now. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following fracas atop the local volcano, so we assumed he might have returned here. Seems he was fighting a dragon. Even if he has not, however, the contract covers this eventually. Covers this? Quite. As the sole remaining member of his household, we shall require that you pay his debts in his stead. I don't think that's really legal. What is... How am I supposed to... I barely have enough money to live by myself. Naturally, we are not demanding it all to be repaired at once. There is still a small amount of time before any payment is due. Therefore, am I going to get sold off in parts to distant foreign lands to repay Papa's debt? No, hopefully not. I wonder if I can survive with only 2 internal organs. That sounds a bit dangerous. Maybe if I eat lots of spinach, that can replace my blood and... Oh, but I don't want to be a sailor. What am I gonna do? Please listen to me for a moment. I have no clue where you are getting these ludicrous ideas from, but I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such, well, absurd methods to pay us back. But what? I have been sent to support you to the fullest of my abilities so that you may repay debt via labor. What? But I've never worked a single day in my life. Expertise has no bearing in this case. All that matters is whether or not you are willing to work. Oh, yeah, working's not fun. If you do not wish to work, then that's it. The house is termed, and I will have to ask you to leave the premises. As the saying goes, those who do not work, do not eat. So, Miss Lemongrass, which will it be, work or the house? Oh, I'll work then. Splendid. But I don't even know what I could do. Actually, I already have an idea on that front. You are aware, of course, that the city is an adventuring hub. In addition, this house faces out to one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into an item store. Item store? What? Really? Recette? Mademoiselle Lemongrass. I was only gone for a little while to do market research. Where could she have gone? Huh? Am I being silly? Of course she fled. Why would she not? All I did was threaten to take away everything she ever knew and loved. Asking her to turn the house into an item shop was foolish, even if it was to repay the debt. The poor girl must be terribly confused, and on top of that, her father is probably... Wait, outside? She's making a shop sign. Yayness, it's done. Yay, hey Tear, look, it's done. What is that? It's our shop sign, of course. Doesn't it look cool? You can't be a shop without one of these, you know? Yes, well, it's quite well made. However, I've always been good at making stuff. Be that as it may, while the sign is nice, Huh? Is there a problem? Well, the name, you are quite sure you've thought that through? Well, we're partners, right? You said so. So put Recette and Tear together and you get Recettear, or Recettear. Isn't it neat? Well, that is to say, the sentiment is commendable, but it's the two of us opening the store. So the name should reflect that, right? You don't like it? Really, it's not that, but well, that is decided. Recettear, ho! Recettear. Mispronounce it even slightly, and Recettear? Racket? Oh, this job is going to be even more absurdly difficult than I originally suspected, I fear. And so fairies suddenly entered my life. One thing was sure, this sure wasn't going to be dull. Life is not dull when you have a loan shark as a business partner. Marty. How is it possible to sleep this much every day? How? Tear. Let's do the very best we can. Recette, wake up. What? Oh, how? Who's on first? Oh, right. Oh, Tear, right. Good morning. The clock does not have a good morning hand. Recette, you are the proprietor of an item shop now. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away. Right. Oh wow, I totally missed the Recettear pun in the name. Yeah. I missed that as well. Why in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? That smile you had while sleeping is just getting bigger. Oh, no reason? I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Tear, let's give it our all. Well, if you really are dedicated to making this work, wash yourself and meet me downstairs. Will do. Do too. So, I have an item shop and stuff, and it's all cool and awesome. So, what do I do now? That is up to your judgment. If you sit at the counter, we can open immediately, or we can reorganize the shop, or we could even go search for new stock around town or elsewhere. Yikes, that's a ton of options. How do I choose? As I said earlier, running a place like this is more of an art than it is something you can simply follow a map through. Simply pick what we will deal with, what comes. Oh, okay. Can I save yet? Store atmosphere, Tears lectures, merchant level. Level 50. No, I'm level 1. Store atmosphere. My store atmosphere is plain. It could be light, gaudy, or dark. I think I've had light or gaudy. I mean dark or gaudy before. Isn't this? I always forget how you save in this game. From the triangle that seems to be opening my window. So in a week I have to pay, in less than a week I have to pay 10,000 pigs. That's crazy. How do I get so much so fast? Okay. Can save then, in case something goes wrong. I think we'll go out. Can go to the chapel, the market, town square, merchant guilds, adventure guilds. But I think everywhere you go, time passes. Say, what's this place? This is Adventurers Guild. The guild manages expeditions to the various untamed wilderness areas or abandoned ruins near the city. The area is commonly referred to as dungeons. Without approval, the adventurers cannot visit the dungeons. Oh, nuts. So we can't just go in a dungeon and pick everything up. We see, if we could do that, we could sell everything we get at 100% profit. It is still a very good idea. A great many people have made fortunes that way. If you wish to do so, however, you must first hire an adventurer. Hire? Can I just pick anybody? The truth of the matter is a bit more complicated. Even if you pay them, few adventurers are willing to risk their lives simply for the benefit of a complete stranger. Ooh, so they turn away people they don't know very well? Indeed, you should first get to know a few adventurers and build up a certain level of trust with them. If all goes well, they will give you a symbol of their guild membership. This usually takes the form of a card. With that in hand, we can bring an adventurer with us. So it's like they're inviting us to a dinner party. 10k in a week, they really don't pull any punches. Yeah. But that seems easy compared to like getting 1 million or how much ever I need at the end of the game. While dinner parties usually do not include blood-man beasts attempting to rip you limb from limb, but the analogy does work somewhat. Right, so first I need to meet an adventurer. Which for us should not be that difficult, yes? After all, we run an item shop, so we should get a few coming in as clients on a fairly regular basis. Oh yeah. Well then, I'll do my best to get a dinner invitation. Hopefully I get one soon. Indeed, just be careful that Recette is not on the menu. Eh? There's something wrong. Well, that guy over there. Listen to me. If I can't work, I can't get the money. And if I can't get the money, I can't get items. And if I can't get the items, apparently I can't work. Oh, heaven, if I had a few things, I could at least visit the Hall of Trials. I wonder what's going on. He seems to be a rookie adventurer complaining about his inability to complete the required guild test. Test? Well, the guild hardly allows anyone in off the street. You can only work officially for the guild after passing a test. An item shop owner is hardly the only job with challenges. I have an idea. Well, I do believe we have found our first adventurer. Wait, what do you mean by, tier? Wait. Son of a... I burned what cash I had just getting to the city. If I can't get into the guild, I don't know what I'm even going to do for dinner money. Now I'm hungry. Great. Pardon me for a moment, you there, adventurer with the seedy look. Who are you calling seedy? Well, you two would be... We are a pair of merchants who happen to be passing. Merchants? Oh, you heard me talking. Sorry, but I'm way too broke and seedy to buy anything. Believe me, I could tell your seedy nature. You are attempting to sell anything would be a colossal waste of time. Come on, Tyr, stop with the seedy already. He isn't the plan. So, are you two going to prune me or what here? Would you like if we came with you to the Hall of Trials? If you require equipment or items, we can provide them. I'd call you a pair of angels then, but why? Business, naturally. We help you to pass the trial, and you provide us with your card. Oh, I get it. We help Mr. Swordsman clear the dungeon, and then he gives us our card as a sign of our eternal friendship. Eternal friendship is rather irrelevant in this case. But it does work out neatly for all of us. What do you say? I see. You guys are pretty new at all of this too, huh? Our offer, Mr. Swordsman, yes or no? Yes. Alright then, heck, I got nothing to lose. Well, aside from my precious life, anyways. Yayifications. Glad to meet you two. I'm Recette. Nice to meet you. I'm Tyr. Call me Louis. Louis the Swordsman. Good to meet you. Yes, yes. Now then, we will begin all of the preparations for the dungeon visit, including a visit to the central market to pick up food and other restorative items. We will then return here for you when we are ready. Right, I'll be waiting here. Okay, so we could go see him again, or go to the market or town square, meet other people. We can see if there's anyone at the chapel. It looks like nobody's here. Nobody's at the chapel. This action will not take any time. Going here, oh, it tells you. Okay, returning here will take 1 point of time. buy? We don't have that much money, right? Is there something we can buy? Old mufflers. We could buy a few old mufflers. Unthankful statues. Books. Apples. Walnut bread. We could buy a few walnut breads. Maybe an old muffler or two. And a walnut bread. Okay. Not that it sells for that much. In the town square, what do we have going on? It looks like nobody's here. In the merchant guild, that guy again, but he doesn't have anything too useful. So we could either go back or go to the adventure guilds. Going to a dungeon will take up 2 periods of time. Okay, pick the items you wish to bring with you. When finished, select depart option. So we can equip him with old mufflers and bring walnut bread. That's all we have. Okay. Yeah. Pick the items you wish to bring with you. When finished, select depart option at the top of the list. Okay. Depart. I was about to leave because I wasn't reading, so I had to depart. So this is the dungeon. Just so, welcome to the jungle, as they say. You know, aren't we just going to hold Louis back here? I mean, I'm not a monster slayer. I'm scared. The two of us are perfectly safe. There is a protective field around the two of us. To the monsters, we may as well be invisible. Really, that's amazing. So Louis is perfectly safe too then? Not quite. Why not? While in the field, we do not need to worry about monsters, but this is accomplished by making us virtually intangible to everything inside the place. We can directly manipulate nothing. We can't collect things? Why are we here then? That's why our adventurer remains outside the field. Oh, I see. He'll pick stuff up for us. Should our adventurer be injured, we can place him in the field and retreat. Since we must carry him back, however, we can take very little else with us, 1 item at most. So even if we run into trouble, we don't lose everything. But wait, I thought you said we can't. Yes, I will elaborate further if I need to later. Naturally, if we get out safely, we can bring as much in our bags as our bags will allow us. Cool, wait, as much as our bags will allow? Well, our bags are not bottomless. Oh, that's sad. If we run out of space, it will be up to us to decide what to keep and what to discard. So the adventurer's focus is on adventure, while we keep track of what loot he should keep. I guess that makes sense. Okie dokie, let's get to it. Equip items and bags. Okay. I last played. Okay, access attack. Just making sure. Okay, last time I played this game, I thought the graphics looked better than they do now, but it's still cute. Just have to avoid getting attacked. And the treasure chest. Oh no. That was a trap chest with lots of slimes. It's giving me memories of yesterday. It's like revenge from the slimes of putting them in the hole yesterday. Getting lots of gems anyways. Tiny slimes. I don't remember what all the gems do yet. And then ingredients that we need to identify again. Hopefully not another trap chest with enemies in it. Oh, nice. Can I open and equip something else? Worn sword or rusty dagger? This is attack plus 8. Okay, my worn sword is better than the rusty dagger that I got in the chest. It seems mainly they're used for leveling. I'm level 3. Go to next floor. No. I suppose, can I save in the dungeons? Saving here will save your data as it was prior to entering. Okay, maybe there is a place though when you get further into the dungeon that you can save and it will save that you're on the floor. Right now I don't have any abilities. Oh, whoa! No! I fell into the trap. And I was hit by the falling rocks. Oh no, I don't like this trap. Too many slimes that came out of that chest. If I had a skill ability, I could use that, but I don't think I have one yet. Ah, the trap. Yeah. That was unfortunate. But it could have been avoided, most likely. I just didn't avoid it well enough. Oops. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. And this one's actually a magician's staff. So what would happen if I equipped that? Instead, can I equip it? No, he can't equip it. Maybe because he's a warrior, then he can't equip the magician's staff. That could be why. We'll have... Okay, can I equip that? I don't get why it did the defense in red, so my defense was at 28 and then now it's at 31, because if it raises in red, I always think it's a bad thing, so I think it should raise in blue. But maybe that's normal. Oh no, I really... Okay, good, I managed to get out. Oh, I don't like these enemies either. No! They're like the rock bombs for me today. Ooh, I'm gonna have to use one of my healing things, walnut bread. Which sadly doesn't heal that much. I have to avoid those enemies in the future. They're quite dangerous. Oh, but when you raise that level, then your stats... Oh, I should have just waited, because then you heal once you level up. I forgot about that. What do the gems do? I have no idea. At the moment, I'm thinking, because the last time I played this game was ages ago, so now I'm thinking they just help me to level up. Well, that was nice that I was able to do a critical on that enemy. Because I don't like that one. Long sword? Will that do more damage? Yeah, 26. Let's equip the long sword. Lots of items that I can either use to fuse or sell back at the shop. That's good. getting better at defeating those annoying punching guys. But yeah, I would think the colors should do different things, like the blue one should restore your SP, but that's not the case because my SP was really low for whatever reason when I was picking up blue gems before. Okay, I just need to hit them before they hit me. That seems to be the best strategy. Ah. Random ingredient. Oh yeah, when you pick up the gems, your XP goes up a little bit. Yeah. That's the red bar. So we see when we pick up the gems, the red bar is increasing. So I think that's another tactic if your HP is low. Just keep, because you see the enemies respawn. We were already in this area, but they respawn, so you can just keep defeating enemies till you level up and then restore your HP if you want that way. That's one option. Next floor. Oops. I don't know why I'm getting attacked by the green slimes. They're usually easy to evade. But that one was more aggressive. Yeah, we're almost at level 5 now. Ooh. I don't like those rock throwing guys. Oh, that's how I use my ability. It's circle. Oh crap, and I just wasted it. But I'll be level 5 soon, I'm not low. Okay, that filled. Good to know. Circle is my ultimate thing. We can use those for the annoying enemies. It's nice the time doesn't pass while you're in here. Yeah, they said that it will take 2 days or 2 hours or whatever overall, but it seems. Oh, so many slimes. I hate that there's so many fake chests with just slimes in them. Oh, come on. But yeah, it's good, then you can explore. If time doesn't pass that much, you can spend a lot of time exploring the dungeons to make sure you get enough items to sell back in your shop. Or to use as equipment, so it's easier to survive. Chestnut. Good. That seems sometimes you randomly unthankful statue. Yeah, that's the one that's not worth a lot. Sometimes you get the statues that are worth a lot, and then the cheap ones sometimes. Oh, come on. Ooh, I was able to one-hit kill him that time. So yeah, I always try to do as much as possible in one run, since it is kind of timed and that we have to come up with 10,000 in less than a week, so I want to try getting as many items as possible, and so that we can sell them. But I don't know what the floating thing is. Like next to the portrait, there's like a floating thing. I'm not sure what that's depicting. Maybe what my ability is? Go to next floor. This looks like the boss floor, perhaps. This is... Did I do it? I did, didn't I? I did it. I cleared the Hall of Trials. Oh, sweet mystery of life. Now you'll give me money. Way to go, Louis. Recettear. This is all thanks to you guys. This is all well and good, but there is a treasure chest just ahead. It behooves us to investigate thoroughly. Tyr, you really do like going for the money, don't you? What? I do not shout such foolishness. Spout. There is no need to treat me like a flying ball of greed. Hey now. I love me some treasure too. Don't worry, Tyr. I feel you on this one. Really, you two completely misunderstand me. I'm pretty sure a boss is gonna come now. So the contents of the chest, give me just a second here. Hey. Wow, cards. So this is an Adventurer's Guild card. Here, Recette. Take one, like we promised. Huh? Oh yeah, okay. While you did promise to give us your card eventually, we are not so crass as to demand your very first card. You really should think about who you want to give us your first. No, I want this. Recette, I beg you, please take my card first. Or take my first card. I'd love to. Thanks, Louis. Awesome. I can't wait to adventure with you two somewhere. Really, no. Young people. I think this is too easy. There's definitely going to be a boss fight, right? Hey, Tyr, what's this thing that just showed up? Oh, yes, that is commonly termed as go home. What am I? A door of return, I mean. If you enter that door, you can return to town in an instant. This one has appeared because we have cleared the dungeon, but they are often encountered during normal exploration too. I believe they usually appear every 5 levels or so. But wait, if we take this back to town when we're halfway in, don't we have to start all the way from the beginning again? Not at all. You can always head back to the floor that had a door in it. In fact, if you do not use a door, you do have to restart. So if we find a door, we should always use it. Almost always. If that need to rest or unload, then we should use the door. Remember though, returning home takes time. Furthermore, leaving ends the current contract with our companion, and we would have to choose to rehire him or choose a new one. If there is something specific in a dungeon that you desire, you can simply ignore the doors and press onward. Alrighty then, I think we have to go home now, though. Quite so. Oh, just to be sure, in the future, please try to avoid referring to this as going home, yes? Okay. Alright. I suppose we'll go home then. Return to town. Clear. And we got lots of items. Slime fluid. I think maybe these are good for forging or something. I don't think otherwise they have a purpose. Oh, and there's something going on in the pub or the town square. It looks like nobody's here. Oh, I thought it lit up, so maybe something was going on there. And in the pub? No one's here at night in the pub. Pretty empty pub. In the merchant guilds. Okay. Go back to the shop. Thanks for all your work. Profits minus 965. Exceeded expectations. Okay, that sounds bad. I exceeded expectations with negative profit. Okay, Recette, may I have a moment, please? Sure, what's up? Concerning the debt, I have a suggestion concerning its repayment. You do? Paying it all back at once is fully beyond your means, so I recommend smaller weekly payments to slowly chip away at it. Wholly beyond? You know, you never told me how big Papa's debt is exactly. That is because you would faint if you found out. For now, it is a secret. I'd faint. As the store begins to build upstream, we will increase payment size. The repayment date nearest to the current date, along with the amount due, will be displayed in the calendar in the main menu. Please be sure to check it regularly. Yeah, okay, I'll keep an eye on it. It's too much. Alright, I'll save here. Okay, thanks for joining me today. I think I'm gonna stop it here for now, and then I'll be back later tonight to start my Exist archive. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of Recettear, and glad to know that we got the sound working and everything, and then I'll just have to mess with it again to see if I can get the chat working, because I think it's a bit delayed on the PC for whatever reason. But yeah, thanks again for joining, that was great. Alright, bye bye, until next time.